You finally arrived. Allow me to introduce myself. I am Hiragi Chisato. This is technically the second time we have met. It's a pleasure to see you again.
Wow. She's the daughter of the Hiragi clan, all right.
No need to be so formal. I've long marveled at your accomplishments, and at last we have the chance to meet.
Is it Paimon, or does something seem a bit off here?
The reason why I wanted to secretly meet you here is, well, I feared that I might never have another opportunity to discuss this with you.
Discuss what?
Ahem. I should like to ask for your help with delivering a letter.
Ugh, like father, like daughter. Couldn't you be more original?
No, you misunderstand me. Please, allow me to explain. I was hoping that you could deliver a letter to Narukami Island in my stead. It is to be given to Kujo Kamachi of the Tenryou Commission. My father has always forbidden me from communicating with him. He knows that there are prospects for my marriage that would better serve him politically. But my heart is with Kamaji. There is no one who would dare defy my father's will on Ritou, but you are Outlanders. Outlanders seeking to get to Narukami Island. It would be regrettable to let such an opportunity pass.
Oh, Paimon gets the whole picture now.
Of course, in doing so, I will also do everything in my power to help you leave Ritou. That is my promise. To be perfectly honest, as long as you remain in Inazuma, my father will have no intention of letting you leave Ritou.
Yeah, we figured as much. It was pretty obvious he was just trying to hold us up here.
I secretly overheard a conversation between my father and a very arrogant-sounding woman just a few days ago. They seemed to be discussing how to keep you here on Ritou. In fact, it was the first time I had ever heard my father speak so respectfully to someone who wasn't the shogun. We don't have much time. I'll tell you my plans to help you off the island. It just so happens that a shipment of goods is... Very well. I'll be waiting for you at the border. I'm counting on you to deliver my letter. Hold on, please. These goods are being sent to Watatsumi Island?
My lady, this is an unexpected honor. You are correct. These goods have been repeatedly requested by the Kanjou Commissioner. We must be certain that they reach Watatsumi Island intact.
Is there something wrong, Lady Hiragi?
No, as you were. My father simply has some concerns of the shipment's safety, and has ordered that myself and an additional qualified escort be dispatched to ensure safe transport of the goods.
My lady, you aren't suggesting that you intend to escort this shipment personally, are you? There's certainly no need for you to trouble yourself with such a matter. And as for this qualified escort...
Please, do not cause us any further delay. If memory serves me right, my father has already asserted that this shipment must arrive on time. I'm certain punishment will be duly dispensed if it fails to do so.
Yes, of course, my lady. It's just that, well, we don't know who this...
Now, need I remind you of the penalty if anything were to happen to me en route? I'm sure you are all quite familiar with my father's temperament. Do you really presume that you can fully guarantee my safety on your own?
Boy, Chisato can talk the talk. They don't stand a chance.
Yes, my lady. Very well then. It's an honor to have you accompanying us. Your safety is our highest priority.
Shinojo, you can't really be agreeing to this.
Well, the request is from Lady Hiragi herself. It is our duty to serve her in the utmost capacity.
Yes, but that's not the problem here.
Well then, if we're through here, I suggest we set off at once. Dawdling will only allow potential thieves more time to prepare, no?
Yes, my lady. You heard her. There's no time to lose.
My lady, please stay back. We'll handle it.
Not as well as we'll handle it. You're seriously considering taking this job? The terms are ridiculous.
Have a little taste. Freeze.
Windblade!
Don't blink. Hey!
It's my lucky day.
This moment will be frozen in time.
Disappear!
Nowhere to hide.
Monster sighted! Prepare to counterattack. Protect Lady Hiraki at all costs.
We'll take care of this. Stay with Chisato.
Fry.
Watch out! More monsters inbound! Lady Hiraki, stay close.
Go, Barbara, go!
There's more. Cool it.
Don't get frostbite.
You're open. Keep track.
With the wind!
To the berry. This isn't over.
Hey! Ready, steady,
I'm ready. You win this battle.
We can take refuge in the village up ahead. How are you faring, my lady?
I'm perfectly all right. You may stop here. The road to Narukami Island is just over there. In my letter, I've requested Kamaji to grant you a special travel permit from the Tenryou Commission. Consider it a token of my appreciation.
My lady?
So that's how it is. I had a feeling something was amiss, but Shinojo, you...
No, Lady Hiragi would never hide anything from us, I'm sure of it. But who is this Kamaji you speak of, my lady?
I'm not afraid to say that he's the one I love.
The one you love?
Shinojo, did you honestly think that...
What? No, I was just clarifying, that's all. I would never in my wildest dreams,
You two needn't worry. Please, forget that this ever happened. If my father catches word of it, I alone will be held accountable.
Yes, of course. As you wish, my lady.
But what will happen if your actions here are discovered, Chisato?
Don't fret. My father has always been one to spoil me. The worst he'd do is sentence me to half a day without food or something to that effect.
Huh. Paimon never suspected a guy like him could have a soft side.
I wish you a safe journey. I'm sure we will meet again.
Bye, Chisato!
Come now. Quit your staring and let's get moving. We've got goods to shift.
All right.
Leave it to me.
Oh, how exciting!
That's cheating. Told you I'd win. Get ready for the gliding.
Lightning flash!
Nowhere to hide. Don't blink. No escape. Go, go.
As a dutiful maid would.
Finally, to the very end.
A little dusty. Best give it a spring cleaning.
future generations to learn.
I'll catch up.
Let's get down
Leave
to
it all to
business.
me.
How's this? To the ferry. Finally, No. Is this an answer from this world?
I'll race you there. Bet you can't keep up with me. Another target tracked down by Outrider Amber. To the chase! Hey!
To the ferry.
Not bad, as far as treasure is concerned. Incoming!
I must leave no stone unturned.
Incoming!
Take this!
No one escapes my sights! With sword comes shadow. Not bad, as far as treasure is concerned. to the letter, this should be the place.
Sorry, we don't serve the general public. I'm afraid you'll have to leave.
Wait! We're not the general public.
Well then, you must be a couple of wandering outlanders that snuck into the nation, judging by your attire.
Are our clothes really so... what Paimon means to say is...
The Yashiro Commission's seal. This must be from Mr. Thoma. It seems there's more to you than meets the eye. In which case, welcome to the Komore Teahouse, a safe haven for the Yashiro Commission.
Well, that sounds more like it.
It's been quite some time since I've seen anyone show up with a new invitation letter. I wish you two luck.
Well, now that we're here, where's Thoma? Paimon doesn't see him anywhere. Do you think he forgot his promise to meet us?
Who forgot their promise? I was beginning to think you'd forgotten about me.
What? Is that dog talking to us?
Relax, no need to look so surprised. I take it this is the first time you've seen me in this form? Huh. So you didn't see anything like this when you were in Liyue Harbor?
Now that you mention it, this does suddenly seem less out of the ordinary.
Alright, I've had my fun.
Hey! You're this close to getting an ugly nickname, mister!
Well, I've had some time to kill, given that I've been waiting here for you for so long, as was the case in Ritou. So I came up with this little fun greeting for when you arrived. But in all seriousness, I would like to apologize about that little test you went through earlier, though it was quite necessary. It helped us determine whether or not to bring you before Miss Kamisato, and whether you had the courage to face the lightning alongside us.
Don't think that Paimon's gonna forgive you just because you're getting all serious now.
Sorry, did I overdo it? My apologies. Let me just say this. You've often found yourself skirting the rules from the very beginning, haven't you? Naturally, this is due to your unwavering and resolute determination. A long time ago, we had a friend who was much the same, but when the lightning struck... so you've heard of his story. His light still burns all the more brightly. Yes, of course. I will bring you to the Kamisato residence where the Yashiro Commission is located. But before that, there is one other place I was hoping you both would accompany me to.
Oh? Where?
I would like you to come with me to the statue of the omnipresent god. It's still under construction now, but you can already see it from practically anywhere on Narukami Island.
books were more interesting in the past.
Whew! We're finally on our own way again! I suppose it's time we find Thoma. Now, where did he say he would meet us again? Oh, right! Komori Teahouse!
Give me half a chance. My store is offering the latest in fashion. Come and have a look.
This area sure feels gloomy. People probably don't come here often, do they? Huh? Are Paimon's eyes playing tricks? Or are there things embedded in the statue?
Visions.
Visions? You mean all the visions that are collected from the Vision Hunt decree are put into this statue?
So you've already heard of the Vision Hunt decree. Before I try to explain, I should perhaps remind you first that Mondstadt is the city of freedom, and Liyue is the city of contracts. As for Inazuma, it's known as the Nation of Eternity. The Raiden Shogun is both the nation's most powerful ruler and its deity. The Eternity in question is her endless and unchanging will to rule over Inazuma. As such, she relies on the Tri-Commission to regulate the nation's affairs and the Sakoku Decree to limit the people's movement. The Shogun wishes to keep Inazuma in stasis, allowing the stream of time to flow from one end to the other without disturbing it for all time.
Seems like every god has their own will.
Of course, this is my own limited understanding. As for the reason behind the recent Vision Hunt decree, perhaps the Shogun believes that visions grant people the power to change, and that her eternity doesn't allow for such instability to exist. Whatever the case, the fact is that the Raiden Shogun has dispatched the Tenryou Commission to scour the nation for visions, embedding each one in this statue. And this statue of the omnipresent god can be seen as Inazuma's symbol of eternity.
But if that's the case, wouldn't you say that the Raiden Shogun is being, I don't know, selfish?
Only outlanders such as yourselves would ever dare speak out so directly against the Raiden Shogun. And yet, I agree. The Vision Hunt decree is something that simply should not exist. And Miss Kamisato has been committed to fighting it since the day it was announced.
Huh? Hey, are you okay? You look like your mind is elsewhere.
Sound? What sound? I didn't hear anything. Did something happen?
Yeah, you touched the statue, and then what?
Aspirations? That would seem to confirm the saying. Have you heard it before? that when a person's ambition reaches a certain strength, the gods look upon them with favor. That is where visions come from. In other words, a person's vision represents their ambition. So if what you just said is true, then the ambitions of these people are stronger than I imagined. All right, time for the next stop on our tour of Narukami Island, the Kamisato residence.
Finally!
I will not go quietly.
Ad Astra Abyssosk. Welcome to the Adventurers Guild. Thank you for completing today's commissions. Here is your reward. Ad Astra Ad Astra Abyssoth. Rebooting.
You can find everything and anything in Tsukumomono groceries.
Those Oni Kabuto bugs look so scary! The patterns on their backs are terrifying!
Do you mean those demonic patterns? It's because they don't like to fight, so they purposely evolve their patterns in a way that scares their enemies away.
That's really smart! We should try to learn a thing or two from them. We could borrow Xiao's mask. If a hilly trio saw you wearing it, do you think they'd run in fear?
I don't think Xiao would agree to that.
Yeah. How about we ask Sayu to steal his mask for us? She knows use ninjutsu that allows her to vanish into thin air. She can steal it for sure. Problem solved. If we are afraid of Xiao evening the score with us, how about we steal Child's mask? We've kicked his butt many times before.
I don't think stealing other people's belongings is a good idea. Also, what if Sayu doesn't agree to all of this?
Then let's visit Albedo first. If Albedo can develop a growth serum for Sayu, she'll help us for sure.
Brilliant. Now we just need you to come up with a way to make Albedo help us.
Paimon's head is going to explode. Let's stick to festival masks for now. Sayu seems to have a lot on her mind. Paimon can't understand why she'd have so many worries.
I guess this is what they call growing pains.
Paimon can't relate to that. After all, it's not Paimonly to worry too much.
Bad news! We're almost out of Mora! I guess we'll have to tighten the purse strings for the next few days.
What? No!
See? You're not as carefree as you thought.
Oh, how could you break Paimon like that? Lavender melons sure are useful. Their flesh can be eaten, and their skin can be processed to make dyes.
Paimon sure is useful. She can serve as my guide, and she can also give other people ugly nicknames.
Yep, thank you for your validation. Wait a minute. Is there more? Is Paimon about to get roasted? Paimon's gonna cover your mouth to stop you from talking. Have you noticed? In Inazuma, people who wear swords on their waist are a minority. Most soldiers use spears. Could it be that swords are a symbol of status? Should we wear them as well? But the swords here are all too big for Paimon. There's no other way. We'll have to find a famous swordsmith to make a custom one.
A custom-made sword will cost a lot of Mora, though.
Are you saying that Mora is more important than the desires of your lovely companion?
Actually, I've already prepared something for you, Paimon.
Really? Really? Let's have a look! Hey, isn't that the knife we used to cut fruit?
Well, at least it's the right size for you. What matters isn't the value of the sword, it's the fighting spirit.
Nice try, but Paimon won't fall for this, no matter how cool it sounds. Did you know there are hot springs in Inazuma?
But there are no volcanoes.
Paimon heard that the heat comes from a giant furnace. If we get the chance, Paimon also wants to check out a hot spring. Unfortunately, it seems like only the big shots are granted entry.
Let's head back to Daraupa Gorge in Mondstadt.
Huh? Why so sudden?
Back in Daraupa Gorge, the hilly churls have a huge cauldron that's heated by flaming flowers. It should be similar to a hot spring, right? You can bathe in their soup, I guess.
In Inazuma, it's customary for parents to choose a lucky name for their child.
Those names symbolize everyone's expectations and wishes for the child, like prosperity, wealth, good health, and safety.
Because of these expectations, parents often pick extra long names and cram all sorts of blessings into them.
So, hypothetically, if one day a little girl fell into a lake on her way back home, then her friends might rush to her house and tell everyone,
Something bad happened.
Oh, what happened?
Osvaldo Hrafnavines, Prinzessin der Verurteilung Fischl von Luftschloss Narvedort, come quick! Centennial genius astrologist Mona Magistus has fallen into the water!
Mona falling into the water doesn't sound like an emergency situation, though.
Precisely. The fast-swimming Mona would come back home around the same time her friends are done saying her name.